Proudly presented by Coca-Cola Buccs.
Good afternoon and thanks for staying with us. Well, it's been a Golden West Network Satellite Sports Special feast today. What a great win to Hawthorn, by the way, if you caught it, by 1 goal. A fantastic game. Stay tuned. In just a moment, we're going to take you to Perth to witness the clash between Burswood Redbacks and Geraldton's Batavia Buccaneers. Yes, it's the SBL final. And with me in the studio is Southwest Slammers coach Marty Zeller. Thanks for joining us, Marty.
Thank you, Tim. If I can't be there with the team in the grand final or in the finals, then it's good to be part of it. So I'm glad to be here.
OK, now look, how do you think they can go? Geraldton, it's their first season in the SBL. Can they pull it off?
Well, everyone's saying that Batavia's dream run is coming to an end, and I really don't see it that way. What they don't understand is Batavia Buccaneers have Brian Fundersland at point guard, and he's the best point guard in the league, and some say the best player in the league. He's won the MVP 2 years in a row, and that just goes to show what type of player he is. The reason I mentioned Brian and being a point guard more than Dan Hunt for Batavia Buccaneers is that Brian handles the ball 90% of the time. And when you have a player on the court handling the ball 90% of the time, and he's a smart player, he's going to limit the turnovers. And the turnovers are going to depend, turnovers will be the key to this game.
We're getting some pictures here, Marty. Talk us through this.
Well, right here, they're going to match up Burswood on Brian, and that's what they've got to stop right there, is the three-point shots. Because Batavia, like I said, Brian's going to be handling the ball. He's dangerous from the outside. He's a threat, and he's a threat when he penetrates, because he can still pull up for the easy shot inside, or he can dish off to Dan Hunt, Ray Chamberlain, any of his support players, in Gavin Burnett and Brian Dukas. So he is a threat constantly, with or without the ball. As you saw a minute ago, he stole the ball from Blyhoff or Burswood, I can't remember who. Geraldton plays great defense. I'd say the second best defense to the Slammers. And as you saw right there, they're going to let Burswood take the shots from outside. Burswood, they definitely are good three-point shooters, so they can't let them have them if they consistently make them. But I think what you'll see right away is that they'll give them the shot from outside. When they do take that shot, you'll see good help from the Batavia Buccaneers, and they'll be in rebound position, their support players. That's what their support players do so well for Buccaneers.
Just explaining maybe to people who haven't seen this before. Now, this was their last clash. Now, the Redbacks in this instance, they came off the best, didn't they? What was it, the Redbacks by 9 points?
Yes, the Redbacks won by 9 points. They did have Luke Longley back. This is what Batavia Buccaneers have to stop, is the running game.
He won't be there today, will they?
Right here, see, this is Burswood's game. If Batavia lets them run, they're in trouble, because they've got so much talent, number one. You just can't let them run. You've got to slow down the game. They've got to control the tempo of this game.
Right. OK, Marty, we'll wind it up there. We'll take you to the start of the SBL Grand Final in just a moment in Perth. It's coming up right after this break.
Should be a good one.
See you later.
Let's have a Coke. Can you tell us where the waves are?
Hey, 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 you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Feeling you get when you find the real thing. You can't beat it. You can't beat the feeling. Can't beat the feeling.
Personally, I think the original Peter's drumstick is unbeatable. Vanilla ice cream with peanuts and choc. But some people just can't go past the triple choc drumstick.
Unbeatable.
There's others too who just go for caramel vanilla. Unbeatable. And a friend who's a real mint freak. Won't try anything but the mint drumstick.
Unbeatable.
But when I want to spoil myself, the very original Peter's drumstick. I really like the choc line cone.
Before seeding, harvesting, pumping or general operation of machinery, check for worn belts, pulleys, chains, sprockets and couplings. Stop costly downtime. See your local Transtech distributor now for replacement scent-free Olympic V-belts. Replacement MAXTON chains and sprockets for grain elevators, harvesters and machinery. Graphite couplings, cast iron and alloy pulleys for headers, stationary motors and pumping equipment. For the full range of industrial transmission components, call or visit your local Transtech distributor and avoid costly downtime.
Walt Disney Pictures presents
I'm a fox. I'm a hound.
Two friends having fun. Two friends sharing adventures. Two friends who don't know they're supposed to be enemies.
We'll always be friends forever.
It's an electrifying story you can only see in theaters.
Run, Joe, run!
Filled with breathtaking adventure and foot-stomping fun. Pick up my beak. The Fox and the Hound.
Showing at these cinemas on these dates.
I want life, I want the right place.
I want great days, I want that big taste. The right place, the big taste of Hungry Jack's.
I want movement, I want color.
I want right life, there is no other right place. The big taste of Hungry Jack's. Ooh yeah, it's the big taste of Hungry Jack's.
Ratton and Slater, your Ford dealer in Esperance, have gone bananas. They're doing incredible deals on all new vehicles. See Phil Thomas for huge savings on the range of Ford Falcons, economic lasers and the classic Telstar. Check out their hard-working commercial range of Ford Courier and Ford Maverick at unbelievable prices. Go bananas at Ratton and Slater Esperance and save on superb new vehicles at incredibly low prices. They're the one. Call in and see Phil Thomas today.
Welcome to the GWN viewers and the inaugural 1989 SBL Grand Final between the Batavia Buccaneers and the Burswood Redbacks. Looking at the Perth lineup tonight as Sid Stevens calls them together, my co-commentator Brad Chechens.
Andrew Vlahoff, number 11. Daryl Pace is going to jump. He's number 32. Craig Evans is 24. And Peter Catlanian and Matt Bizart, the man to watch, number 52 for the Redbacks.
And for the Buccaneers, Big Dan Hunt, Ray Chamberlain, Brian Fundingsland, Aaron Dukas and Gavin Burnett. And can the Buccaneers take it off the red-hot favourites here? We'll soon find out. As the ball goes up, Hunt gets the touch, but Peter Catlangian comes down with the first possession of this grand final. Off to Evans on the right-hand side now. Evans pulls up, out to meet Matt Bizart. Bizart looking to find Vlahoff inside. The big boomer forward. Off to Catlangian, back to Bizart, and we've got the first violation, which is a travel. Matt Bizart turns the ball over, and the Buccaneers come up with possession.
Inlet pass to Dan Hunt. Dan Hunt averaging 36 points a game and 18 rebounds. Sensational as Fundingsland on the drive. Finger roll, 2 points. He opens his account. He's averaging 31 as the Buccaneers take the lead 2-zip.
First blood to the Buccaneers. Evans out on long skip pass to Vlahoff. Out past the three-point line. First one's up. We've got an off-the-ball foul. That's on Bizart. Bizart caught in the keyway there for pushing Hunt to one side. Peter Lucas very emphatic with that call. And the Buccaneers come up with their second possession and a chance to make this lead 4 points.
Well, the Redbacks playing a man-to-man defence. Peter Catlanian and Brian Funningham. What a great matchup that is. Two superb players. Excellent hands. The foul's against Catlanian. The score doesn't count, and it'll be a sideline ball for the Batavia Buccaneers. The Bucks looking to create basketball history. Their first year in the competition, have done a superb job making the final as finishing up minor premiers. Ray Chamberlain, number 7, Hunt for 3. Rims out. Andrew Vlahoff. As John's already mentioned, the Australian boomer. Craig Evans, member of the Wildcat squad, takes the ball to the hoop. Great weak side help from Dan Hunt. Lets Evans know that he's going to block anything that comes his way. Foul's already called, and it'll be Craig Evans on the line for 2.
A lot of contact already in this game, and Sid Stevens and Peter Lucas have got firm control. They're calling the fouls early. They're not allowing any contact to get away. They want to stamp their authority on this match as Craig Evans has his first opportunity to open the scoring. That's the first one. It's good. 2 plays 1. Barely a minute gone in this match, and you can feel the tension out there already, Brad, as Evans takes the second one. It's successful also, and we're all tied up at 2-all.
The 11-minute mark, yes. Craig Evans averaging 19 points a game. This is Aaron Dukas. He's had a great first up year in this league. Hunt, Chamberlain, came from East Perth. Remember the East Perth premiership team last year. Funningsland over the screen for 3. No good as Daryl Pace drags in a great rebound. The outlets to Catlandian. Blahoff to the right, goes his way. Good defensive effort by Brian Funningsland to hold up that play. Catlandian looks for the shot. He had Bizart, low post, misses. Catlandian comes up. Oh, great hands, Brian Funningsland.
Great steal by Funningsland as he leads the charge, dishes off to Burnett. Burnett goes out, and there's a great block by Blahoff. Blahoff puts a hand to that. Funningsland pulls it back into Burnett. Burnett pulls the ball out to Dukas. Dukas now defines Chamberlain on the right-hand side. First shot for Chamberlain unsuccessful, and that's the second big defensive rebound for Daryl Pace, and he dishes the ball off to Catlandian, and back with that skip pass to Blahoff that's proved so effective for them this year. Bizart posting up, turning around, putting the ball to the floor, back to the point. Evans on the right-hand side, throws the fake, takes a dribble, pump fake, shot unsuccessful on the foul. Dukas, first foul of the match for him, and Craig Evans goes to the foul line for the second time in this match.
Well, we're seeing, John, the same as last week's semi-final against the Hopman Cup Hawks, with the Redbacks, very little movement through the keyway. They're swinging the ball out wide, and for mine, I think they really do need to look a little bit closer inside.
I think all year they've relied...
Training regime. Others, however, continue to look for key players.
The Southwest Slammers begin training next week. However, while the side has yet to sign any Americans, it's believed that James Fitch is on his way back to Australia and will play with the Slammers again this year. It's understood that the Bunbury side also is having talks with former Raiders player Joe Renier. If the reports are correct, however, Fitch and Renier also might end up with the Kanyana Kings. It's understood that the Mandurah team also is keen to sign the 2 Americans. Coach Don Milivojevic is back for another season, as is Carl Gonda. He's just waiting on his visa. In Geraldton, Dan Hunt is gearing up for his first season as a playing coach, and while the Bucks have a second American lined up, they won't release details until he's signed on the dotted line. The Goldfields Giants also are being secretive about the appointment of their new coach. Though he's signed, the Giants have refused to give details until later in the week. The Giants still are looking for 2 American players. Paula Vos, Golden West Television News.
Ahead tonight as we continue the news hour, a road death.
Canadian.
Pace with a beautiful shot, and you saw in your camera how Pace was responsible for getting that possession by blocking the shot on the end of the fast break, converted at the other end. 6 plays to 8 minutes, 57 seconds remaining, and Brian Funningsland brings the ball down, dishes it off to Dukas. Dukas throws the fake, unsuccessful, intimidated there by the size, but Funningsland, as he has done all year, scrapping for the ball, takes the dribble, dishes off again, great body control, excellent dribbling. Hunt from the perimeter, unsuccessful. Pace with the rebound, out of bounds. Peter Lucas looking at Pace there and saying, yes, you did. Off your foot on the line when it came out. And Batavia, backed by this very pro-Geraldton crowd, they've all travelled down to cheer for their team, are very keen on that particular call.
Funny his hands penetrated a number of times. He tends to dish off. Perhaps he should look at his own shot, as Chamberlain does. In and out. Evans seeing a lot of the ball early in the match so far. Okay, back into his zone, the Buccaneers. Bizart, big step, loses his footing, ball spills out, Buccaneers ball. 6 plays 2, the 8-minute mark.
Interesting, Brad, that Bizart is going inside and posting up all year. He's been a tower of strength from the perimeter and shooting a lot of 3-pointers, but they're sending him inside. Also, Burswood have come out with a zone to change the possession now. They're scrapping for the ball. They're obviously concerned as Pace comes up with a foul.
It's good defense too by Craig Evans and Daryl Pace to tie the ball up. Silly hands foul those and spoilt that play. Ray Chamberlain to inbound the ball. The 8-minute marks. 4-point lead to the Redbacks. Looking to make a double. Their women won earlier as Blahoff picks up the deflected pass. Lays it in for it. Oh, he doesn't lay it in. Careless. Should have done a much better job than that.
Should have been more successful there, but they have another chance. They're on the break again. 2 plays 1. Evans behind the back pass. Blahoff doesn't mistake with this one. 8 plays 2, 7:40 remaining. and the Burswood Redbacks are already building up a nice little 6-point cushion.
Redbacks in his zone. Oh, Brian Funning's hand goes everywhere except through customs as Burnett picks up a charge. No, he doesn't pick up the charge. They've caught a travel on that one.
Burnett, strong on the boards, Burnett, but lost control of it when he came down. A little bit concerned about the feet underneath him now. We've got Fundingsland out here on Catlangian. Evans on the left-hand side. Bissard again trying to post up underneath. Great hands by Dukas. Back to Hunt. And now Batavia have a chance to go all the way to the basket. No call. Shot up. Basket missed. Burnett comes up with the offensive board. It looks around, doesn't like anything. Hunt comes up, off glass. 4 plays 8.
Superb basketball in that passage. Darryl Pace came from the weak side, blocked out. Hunt, just superb commitment. Buccaneers bring up their 4th point. 8 plays 4. What a big moment for Gavin Burnett and Aaron Dukas too in this league. Oh, careless pass. Pace didn't want it, and Hunt deflects the ball, passes the ball out to Ray Chamberlain. He nails it from the baseline.
2 points from Chamberlain, and with the score 6 playing 8, only a 2-point margin. We've got the first break of the game. Timeout called by Burswood.
See you later.
Let's have a Coke.
Can you tell us where the waves are?
Hey, 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 you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Feeling you get when you find the real thing. You can't beat it. You can't beat the feeling. Can't beat the feeling.
Esperance Toyota, your local dealer in Esperance, have gone bananas. They're doing incredible deals on all new vehicles. See Bob Ray for huge savings on the world's most wanted new model Corolla and the stylish new Camry. Check out the rugged and reliable range of Hilux and Land Cruiser commercial vehicles at unbelievable prices. Go bananas at Esperance Toyota and save on superb new vehicles at incredibly low prices. They're the one. Call in and see Bob Ray today.
Welcome back to the Perry Lakes Basketball Stadium with a scoreline of 8-6, Brad Chetchins. Batavia have bridged that gap.
Well, that's basically been through Dan Hunt. Superb effort, both ends of the court. He really can do everything. Bet Bizard, quiet so far. Vlahoff, low post, big step pass, rims out. Good work, Gavin Burnett. Brian Fundingsland. The Redbacks back in their defence already. Fundingsland for 3. In and out, no good. And Evans, I think John is really getting a touch of the ball.
Yes, Vlahoff now with the ball on the left-hand side. Vlahoff absolutely annihilated the Hoppen Cup Hawks in the final quarter last week from that 3-point line, but he's given it up and he's now playing inside. Throws the fake. Dan Hunt with good defence got it, but Vlahoff showing all of that experience of last year's Olympics in Seoul, and his career at Stanford University went towards Dan Hunt, made the contact, got the foul, and now goes to the foul line. And we've got just barely 6 minutes remaining, half of this quarter gone, Brad, and it's a very low-scoring match.
Yeah, well, 6-8 with almost 7 minutes gone, 6 minutes gone. Vlahoff on the line. He averages 25 points a game. That's going to help his average as well.
Vlahoff's been the cornerstone of this Burswood team since he returned from his college career in the States. And, of course, Burswood come into this final as favourites, but the Batavia Buccaneers are showing that true grit that they've displayed all year, and they're right in this match.
Well, Tommy McLean's been an excellent coach, and speaking to him earlier in the week, he certainly got the boys prepared to play. Chamberlain, Hunt, low post, great defence, Andrew Vlahoff. Dan Hunt really enjoys that spin-around shot on the baseline from the right-hand side too, and Vlahoff knows it.
We've got a smart violation called here. Almost a professional foul. Stopped the fast break. But the most impressive thing about Vlahoff in that last instance, of course, was the way he got possession. He not only got a hand to the ball and stopped the shot, as many young people do these days, and slap it out of bounds, he retained possession, got his team back in with a chance. 6-10 the scoreline now in favour of the Burswood Redbacks, as we see Peter Catlangian, ex-Victorian guard, coming across here, setting up the play. Bissart intercepted by Brian Fundingsland. He'll go all the way to the hoop with a nice little finger roll over the top, and it's still a 2-point margin. One basket separating these two teams.
10 plays 8. Well anticipated Brian Fundingsland. He led the league in assists and in steals. So he knows exactly what he's doing out there. Reads the ball very well. Not a lot of movement through the keyway as The Buccaneers are in a man-to-man. Pace on the baseline, nails it. 12 plays 8, 5-minute mark.
First point for Darryl Pace. He's come in there with that nice post-up shot. Ray Chamberlain now with the right hand. Passes off to Tommy McLean, the captain coach of the Batavia Buccaneers, who should play a little more according to all the credit. Oh, great hands by McLean. Back to Evans, though. Evans again out to Beeshart. Beeshart puts it to the ground. Does not like going left, that man. Loses possession. McLean back. Burnett.
Great intimidation. Pace. Superb intimidation by Pace. Blahoff steps around off the glass. No good. Hunt. Superb rebound. And they're on the run again. It's Buccaneers. Off the glass. Still no good. Well, these guys perhaps should go for the ring. That's fundamentally incorrect, though. Peter Catlandian. 12 plays 11. Pace with a fadeaway. No good. Falls the Redbacks' way. Evans.
Redbacks look a little flustered now. They're not playing any offense as Catlangian gets the ball from beyond the three-point range and fires it again. They're pulling the trigger, and there's no offense, and there's certainly nobody inside. The Batavia Buccaneers looked as if they've gained the initiative.
And certainly their defence fundamentally has been very, very sound. Gav Burnett laying a body on Andrew Blahoff, getting him out of the way on that last passage.
Hunt posting up, turning around, looking to dish into Burnett. Nothing on. Good hands by Blahoff. He's a lot quicker than what people give him credit for. Good ball control, pulls it up. Will he have a look? Yes. Catlangian on the right, past the three-pointer again, and they're not dropping. McLean comes up with it. We've got a one-point ball game with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Well, we said all last week through the semi-final against the Hawks that the Redbacks have to be careful if they may very well live and die by the jump shot. Burnett misses the drive. Good hands, good outlet, but great hands by Tommy McLean.
Great commitment there by Ray Chamberlain to get back and foil that long pass. But certainly the Redbacks, whilst they have been favourites to win this match, are finding out why the Batavia Buccaneers finished in the top position of the SBL this year. Several changes made. We've got Ian Frame for the Redbacks.
And Renee Lieb has also seen some court time now for the Batavia Buccaneers. With the Bucks, though, their recruiting was very, very smart. Hunt and Chamberlain and Funningsland all played in the premiership team last year with the East Perth Eagles. Catlandian goes out to the off-guard spot, so he'll look to shoot a little more, with Ian Frame looking to run the play. Bizarre in and out. Still they're persisting with the outside shot and not posting up enough players down low.
Well, I think last week the Hoppin Cup Hawks proved that if you can get right out and put a hand in the face, the Burswood Redbacks are struggling somewhat as we see Ray Chamberlain unsuccessful. Frame with the defensive board. Catlangian on the break. Dishes, wheels, deals, finds pace at the foul line. Beeshart unattended underneath. That'll be a foul on Tommy McLean. Beeshart was ready to go to the races then, turning around, spinning, nice move. And he's played inside a lot tonight, Brad.
He has, and he's at 6'7". He's the sort of player that everyone dreams about, from the coach's point of view. He can handle the ball up the floor very, very well, and he can also take them inside.
A lot of speculation around the State Basketball League at the moment about Matt Beeshart and Pete Hansen from the Hoppin Cup Hawks as to whether they'll be picked up by an NBL club next year. Certainly we know that both have had inquiries from all over the nation as Beeshart makes successful the second one. 13 plays 11 in what is proving to be a very dour struggle with a very low scoreline.
Funningsland controlling the game from the point position. Hunt pops out high. Redbacks back into his zone. Hunt again, looking to swing the ball. Tom McLean, he's had experience in finals as well. As Darryl